there's several frames I guess I could share. Trinities, right? So I have 3 V's, and in no particular order. But let's just say you have 10 students, and maybe the first modality, the first V you apply is verbal, explanatory, which is more rational logic, the theory. And you're saying whatever subject it is, right? Blah, blah, blah. And then maybe 2 students get it. They get the main import of the curriculum. But the other 8 are like, over the head, beside, in one ear, out the other ear, or whatever. So if that's your only modality as a transmitter, then you're missing 80% of the, and it could vary. In some cultures, maybe it's 50%, so I'm just kind of giving this frame. And verbal is actually very linear, right? A, B, C, D, at least English, right? So very, maybe more left-brained. Some people don't develop that as strongly. So when you try to use words, they're like, maybe they think they understand, right? But when rubber meets the road of application, they're like, no, they actually didn't get it. So I'll throw in another V, which is visual, right? And so a lot of people say, oh, visual learner, right? Yeah. And I've heard some people, they can't visualize, So if you tell the student, okay, imagine a bridge, and they're like, what? And so, but for some people, say, I don't know, like maybe 4 out of the remaining 8 students, when you show them, instead of like trying to describe, like, let's just say building a bridge, okay, you need these structures and this, you're like, oh, you just draw a picture. And they're like, oh, okay, why didn't you draw,
Yeah, that's me, I'm visual. If I don't see it, I'm like, what are you talking about? It's not a real thing.
Yeah, I love that. And I think, I don't know, maybe we're quite a visual culture, right? Devices and things like that. And so you got 6 out of 10 now, pretty good. And then there's the cliche, picture is worth 1,000 words. And but then you're losing 40% of the other, students. And so the third V, I call it visceral, right? Which literally means internal organs, your viscera, right? Like your liver. But when, I think in vernacular, when we say visceral, such a visceral experience, right? So meaning it's like,
you feel it somewhere.
You feel it. It's more tactile even. Let's go back to martial arts, right? Okay, lift up your left arm up and to the left laterally, and then that's point A. Point B is then moving it medially across your body down and to the right, Or if I don't say anything, right? Maybe just visual, and I say, right? And a visual learner may immediately catch it, but then combination, right? Synergistic, V1 plus V2, up and out, down and across, right? And oh, okay, much more transmission, right? And then, but some people, maybe they still don't quite get it. So I guess there's 2 parts to the visceral. It's almost the action and interaction. But some mixture of the 3, I think, is a more potent formula for like an educational context.